Hi friends, welcome back to Parnika tutorials. In the last video, I have discussed how to create and run a basic React application using Create React App. I hope you have watched that video. If you did not watch that video or if you don't know how to create the basic React application, I sincerely request you to go back and watch that video. It is very important to understand the folders and files involved, how the flow controls when you run the application. In the last video, we have created one React application called Hello World. When we are running the Hello World React application and we want to display Hello Welcome to Parnika tutorials, then in the Hello World we have the src folder. In the src folder we have app.js file. In that app.js file I have written Hello Welcome to Parnika tutorials. Then we got the output in the React application. Then we got the output as Hello Welcome to Parnika tutorials. So if you want to create a basic React application, you need to understand the files and folders involved in it. So in this video, I will discuss about the folder structure. So I sincerely request everyone to watch the complete video for better understanding. If you look at, we have three folders are there in the Hello World folder. One is the node underscore modules, public and src, and then we have the four files. One is the gitignore package-lock JSON file, package.json and readme file. First let me discuss about the package.json file. This package.json file consists of various dependencies and the scripts. If you observe the dependencies, like we have the React-DOM, React-scripts, and you can look at the React version which is 18.2.0, and similarly we have various scripts required for the project. Look at the scripts, like we have the build script is there, test script is there, exit script is there. All the scripts are useful for you to build the application, run the application, even you can test the application based on whether you have just npm or yarn as a package manager. We can have npm as a package manager or yarn as a package manager. If you have yarn as a package manager, then you will have yarn-lock file. If you are using the npm as a package manager, then you will have package-lock JSON file. So here I am using the npm as a package manager. That's why you can see the package-lock JSON file. This package-lock JSON file will help you to ensure consistent installation of your dependent. In package.json file, you have various dependencies and scripts, right? This package-lock.json file ensure consistent installation of your dependencies, and you no need to really worry about them. So in package.json file, whatever the dependencies are there, their dependencies installation will be taken care by the package-lock JSON file. If you are using the yarn as a package manager, then you will have the yarn lock file. We have the gitignore and also the readme file, and then you can see we have three folders are there. One is the node underscore modules, public and src. First let me discuss about the node underscore modules folder. This is the folder in which all the dependencies are installed. As I said, right, in package.json you will have various dependencies, and these dependencies will be installed by the package-lock. And where they will be installed? They will be installed in the folder called node underscore modules. So the node underscore module folder is the folder in which all the dependencies are installed. It is generated when you run the create react app command or when you run the npm install. If you want to create a basic React application, what is the syntax you need to give? You need to write npm create react app project name you need to provide, right? Whenever you are typing that command, all the dependencies will be installed and they will be stored in the folder called node underscore modules folder. Similarly, we have the public folder. This folder contains the manifest.json file and also the index.html file. The manifest.json file is concerned with the progressive web apps, which is out of scope of our discussion. We'll talk about the progressive web apps in the future videos. So the manifest.json file is worries or concerned with the progressive web apps. This progressive web apps we'll discuss later. As a beginner, you only have to concentrate on the index.html file. The index.html file is the only HTML file you are going to have in your application. Using the React, we can create the single page applications, right? With the help of the index.html, we can create the single page applications. So in the entire React application, you can see only one HTML file, that is the index.html file. Generally, we does not change anything in the index.html file. However, if you want to change, you can change in the header tag. You should not change any content in the body tag. In the body tag, you can see we have the div tag. You want React to control the UI. Already I said that React is declarative. As the React is declarative, you need to tell what you want. The React will take care everything. So for that purpose, we have the div tag in the index.html in the body. So this tag will have the id is equal to root. At runtime, the React application takes over this div tag and it is ultimately responsible for the user interface. So in the public folder, we have one index.html file and we have the manifest.json file. The manifest.json file is responsible for the creating of progressive web application, which is out of scope of our discussion, and in index.html file is only one HTML file. In that HTML file, you have the div tag which takes care about the user interface. Similarly, you have the src folder which is called as the source folder. This is the folder you will be working with the most during development. Whenever you are developing any React application, you need to work with the src file. When we have created the hello world application, that time also we have changed the content in the app.js file which is there in the src folder. So this is the folder you will be working with the most during the development. Now let me talk about the index.js file. Index.js file specify the root component which is app component and the DOM element which is controlled by the React. So in the index.js file, you will have the root component and also the app component, and also you will have the DOM element which will be controlled by the React. The DOM element in our example as an element with the id is equal to root. You can verify here. We have the get element by id which is the root. This root we have in the public index.html. As I said earlier, we have the div tag. In the div tag, you have the id is equal to root, right? That root you are talking in index.js file. Similarly, we have the app.js file. The app component is presented in it. In the index.js file, we'll have the root component, right? In the app.js file, you'll have the app component. The app component represents the view in which we can see in the browser. Whenever we are seeing some content in the browser, that will be taken care by the app component which is there in the app.js file. And similarly, you have the app.css file, and then you have the app.test.js file. These two files will be created by the create react app, which will be useful for styling purpose and also for the unit test. So app.css file will take care about the cascading style sheets, and the app.test file is responsible for unit tests. The app.css file contains the classes. What are the classes which are applied in the app component? All the classes will be there in the app.css file. In the app.test, you will have the one test file consists of single test case. You will have one test case will be there. As I said earlier, app.test.js file is responsible for unit test. So you will have single test case in the app.test.js file. We also have the Index.css file which applies styles to the body tag. All the styles whatever we want to provide for the index.html in the body tag, all this will be taken care by the index.css. So this is the folder structure in React application. I hope you have understood all the folders and files in any React application. If you still have any doubts related to this concept, feel free to ask me in the comment section. I will try to clear your doubts as early as possible. Thank you for watching the complete video. Have a nice day.